Actually, let's just consider this. A cave above, we can't really see what's beyond there, although the path leads that way. And there's stuff in the water too, like there's these giant spheres in the water. Let's just see. Creaking? And stuff falling apart over there. I'm just trying to think. At what point do you look up? See, I can't do it because this is like the third time I've played through the game. And this path here leads nowhere except to somewhere where you can look at what's going on. I mean, that's the impressive thing up there. A giant sphere floating in the air. Like, at what point would you look up? I guess it doesn't really matter, because no matter when you look up, it's gonna be impressive. So there's a sphere there, there's more behind it. And there's all that stuff. Wait, did something just fall in the water again? Like, stuff falling in the water obviously will cue the player to look upwards. 1952. Okay, we're going back in time. Let's see what's going on here. So there's a broken door there. Notice experiment discontinued. Test chambers 1 to 200. So now you kind of... Let's see, underground trains to test shaft 1 to 8. So now the game kind of gives you a clue as to just how big Aparture Science is. You know, train shafts, or train to test shafts 1 to 8, and then test chambers 1 to 200. What does this say? Nothing. But we're meant to go here, so again, like, there's nowhere else to go. I guess there's there's one path, there's a few walkways, so this is, I guess there's not too many ways to get lost. And you know, you're always in the same area, and the answer is in the area as well. Alright, what's going on here? Pull lever again, in case you forgot the first time. These are levers that you can use.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aparture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Right, and so now we get introduced to Cave Johnson and Carolyn. And what did he say? War heroes, Olympians, brought here to science or something. And the game doesn't tell you what to do. Interesting. I mean, there's a bit of... Well, I mean, enter is there, so there's a cue that the entryway is over there. Yeah, the game doesn't really give you any clues. Interesting. And it's in an unfamiliar environment as well, like it's not in a test chamber. I mean, I remember that the first time I solved this, it did take a little while to figure out what to do. I mean, not too long, but it wasn't dead easy. In fact, I just need to remember what to do. What am I meant to do again? I guess that's the obvious thing. Let's see, so we're up here, we can't go that way. The entrance is there, okay, I remember now. I mean, there's quite a few white surfaces for you to try out. I mean, there's that one there, there's that one there. There's that there, there's a few on the ground. And then there's a few on the columns there. Again, like, there's no punishment for failing except that it's gonna take you longer to figure out what's going on, but you don't die if you fail or anything like that. So that's what you meant to do. You might notice that I put the portal on the edge there. And in fact, the game helps you there as well, if you remember how the game helps you with portals. Like here, even if you put the portal off center, just watch how it drags you in. Well, actually, it's a bit too fast for you to notice, but you know, it doesn't really matter where you put the portal, you still fly through that and towards the entrance. And again, that's just a little fun thing for you to do. Not too much to say. Industrial, kind of run down, although, you know, even in its heyday it would still look kind of ugly. You would think that the main entrance would look a little bit better than this. But once you get through here, it looks better. Look at that.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Fighting an army of mantis men. You'll know when the test starts. Fun. So Cave Johnson pretty much embodies the Aparture Science attitude, which is just do stuff. What's this here? Like, is that a really old typewriter? I guess it is. What are we? 1950 something? Anyway, so we got stone floors, timber walls. There's not too much to say about the... Is that like some decorative walls? There's not too much to say about the environment, although, like, again, the furniture and the you know, detailing is supposed to indicate the time period of when this place was built. So this is 1950s, whereas, you know, upstairs at the start it was in the 1980s or 90s or so, if I remember right, or if I guessed right. And if you read, or if you play through the developer commentary, they'll say that, you know, you see a lot of marble and stone and all that. So at this point in time, Aparture Science is actually doing quite well, and they can afford the stone paneling. And look at that, the curtains and the lights. So everything's very expensive looking and very fancy. I mean, look at that. You know, fancy chairs. Let's see. Cave Johnson. So at that point he's maybe late 20s, early 30s. And potatoes again. The Spirit of Idaho, National Potato Board for the Promotion of Potato Science, 1955. And you can actually read the whole newspaper here, if I remember right. I think I'll do that just because it's kind of fun. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943, Aparture Science. So during the war, he was selling shower curtains. U.S. Department of Defense, Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1952. Department of Defense, Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1954. So even back then, they were the runner-up. They were losing to Black Mesa. Shower curtain, 1943. Top 100 applied Science companies 1949 Aptitude Science, so they're number 2 in the top science companies. That's funny. Let's see. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine, Cave Johnson to bring science industry to Upper Michigan. The future is here and it's under the Earth's crust, says Science Maverick. Oh, we can't actually read that. So he buys a salt mine, so I guess this is what that's like, what this place is, a salt mine. Yeah, so I mean they're setting up the backstory and everything, and ashtrays, because you know back then everyone smoked. And all of this, I mean, you can just ignore if you're the kind of player who doesn't really care and just runs through the game, but a lot of these subtle cues and clues and I guess Easter eggs or things for you to find if you're interested in playing the game fully. How do we get up again? Oh, what am I doing? Just walk in. Elevator control, down, up. Please wait for the attendant to begin lift, thank you. So we, you know, the fonts and the iconography and all that, like all this is from the appropriate time period, which is the late 40s, early 50s, is what this part of the game is from. It's a big elevator, and it's a slow one as well. I wonder why that's important, if it is important at all. I was kind of looking around like a spaz. I didn't really see anything interesting to pay attention to. Zoom? Yeah, well, zoom over there. Let's see what's going on. There's a sphere. Wait a minute, did I miss something? I seem to remember there was a sign down at the bottom that told you what's going on. Maybe it's not here. I want to look for it though, just in case. Let me go back down there. I'm sorry guys. I want to double check something. I remember there's like a map or a section or a diagram of this facility. Maybe it's not here, maybe it's somewhere else and I remembered wrong. Is that it? No, this was the... that's not it. Yeah, maybe it's not here. But at some point there is like a diagram of that facility, and you can see just where everything, or how everything fits together. Maybe it was... no, I don't see it. I don't see it there neither. Okay, let's not do that. There, and I'll just solve this. And there. Actually, there's stuff over there too, if you want to look at it. I don't remember... I'm sorry guys, I don't remember this that well. Like I remember things when I see it, but there's a few things I think to look at over there, so let's not jump yet.